Say the thing you're afraid to say.
What's going on, y'all? It's Liam Crowley with ScreenRant. We're here at South by Southwest, and I am super stoked because I am joined now by The Last of Us. Guys, thanks so much for taking the time.
Thanks for having us.
Great to be here.
Yay.
Thank you.
I love how we just went down the road and got all
well
the
coordinated.
Craig, I want to start out with a pretty big question. Obviously, it's based on source material. A lot of people know certain events that will likely transpire in the season. How do you approach adapting something like The Last of Us Part 2 specifically, where so many people have an idea of where it's going to go, but you still want to keep those same people guessing?
Yeah, they think they do. I mean, we adapt the way we adapted season 1. We look at the story, we pull things that we know. We want this to be exactly the same. There are things where we think we love this, but it's worth expanding on or changing to fit the new medium. And then there are things that we think actually wouldn't translate well. But if you played the game and you saw season 1, I think you probably should expect the unexpected. We won't always do the things you think we're going to do. Sometimes we do the things that you thought we were going to do in a different way, in a different time. All I can say is that if you give us your trust, by the time we get to the end of this season, I think you will be happy.
Yeah, trust is a big thing with The Last of Us, because where we end with season 1, Ellie and Joel are not necessarily on the same page. There's some questions about whether or not she trusts him. What can you say about Ellie and Joel's relationship going into season 2?
Yeah, there's definitely some trust issues developed. Obviously, episode 1, we meet them in a very different place to what we're used to them being like with each other. You kind of get to know why that is, and that gets explored. And I think, Ellie's like 19 when we meet her in this season, and she was 14 like in the last one, so has done a lot of like growing up in the teenage years, and like Joel is obviously reckoning with that, and then amongst other things that will be that you'll get into.
For sure, yeah. A lot of formative years, of course, that are happening.
Absolutely.
A lot happening off screen. Isabela, Dina is such an important character when it comes to grounding Ellie and giving her, a personal relationship that goes beyond the relationship she formed with Joel. Can you kind of tell me about the bond you two were able to develop on set and fleshing that out?
Yeah, I think it kind of mirrored real life in a way, because I felt really lucky to have Bella, and I think Ellie's really lucky to have Dina. It's like a ride or die, somebody you can confide in, somebody you're just going to suffer with through 9 months in the cold and all the weather and stuff. So, yeah, it was by no means glamorous at all, but we had a really fun time just kind of making the most out of just the dark situations we were put in, and I think that's exactly what our dynamic is. Art really does imitate life sometimes,
Very much so. Young, you play a character named Jesse. All we know about Jesse so far is that he's quite selfless, maybe to his detriment. What can you tell us about Jesse?
Definitely to his detriment. Jesse is a pillar of his community, and he, I think his focus is, I don't think he wants to be selfless, but he knows that that's what you need in order to survive in that kind of environment. So he does what needs to be done.
Isabela, something I find really cool is you're working with Pedro Pascal in this show. You guys are going to be tethered for quite some time, because in July you both have superhero movies coming out. Mm-hmm. Have you guys talked about the fact that like you got Superman, he's got Fantastic Four, and they're coming out like a couple weeks apart? You guys are both going to be dominating the box office at the same time.
Wow, are we going to be competing? That'd be so fun.
I think they're a couple weeks apart. So you'll each have your own weekends.
No, we actually haven't discussed it at all, actually. We usually just kiki, I guess, just catching up in other ways. But yeah, I'll use it tonight as a talking point at dinner. Thank you.
You guys will definitely, when July rolls around, you'll both be in the headlines everywhere.
Okay.
Before we wrap up, guys, there's a lot of movement that happens in the show, a lot of cross-country trekking and all that. I don't know about y'all, but I can't go anywhere. I can't take the subway without my headphones. I need my music. So I thought we'd play a little fun, build a Last of Us playlist together. And I already built the structure. Look, we got the photo up right there. Last of Us.
Cool.
Okay, so everyone gets one submission. What's your song? And this doesn't have to be specific to the show. It can just be a song that you would listen to on like a cross-country walk or travel in general.
Okay, mine is going to be, because I listened to this on the way back from the freaking 9-month shoot of The Last of Us. On my way home, finally, I listened to Take Me Home, Country Roads.
Nice. That's a good one.
Perfect answer.
Thanks.
I really want to use that answer.
You can't.
I
It's already
know.
taken.
I also didn't pre-think that.
I know. That's what made it worse. All right, you go.
Yeah, anyone can shut him out. We don't have to go down the row.
throw me under the bus.
Yeah.
Brown person.
Wow. I'm a racist for that? That seems like we jumped so far so fast. That escalated quickly. Brown.
Do what I need to do. Okay. So
That's so much better than anything we could have said.
we had a lot of fun filming.
Yeah.
You can see. So I listened to a lot of Adrian Lanker when we were filming. And Jessica Pratt as well. There's a song, Jessica Pratt. Like any song by Jessica Pratt, honestly.
Pick one.
Do. Okay.
There's a song called Anything by Adrian Lanker.
I don't want to talk about anything.
Anything. I don't know.
That's a good road trip
Yeah,
song.
it's a
We'll
good
have that
one.
one.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Young, you got anything?
I'm conflicted between two right now.
Okay, we can
And
take
they're
both.
different. One is Drive by Incubus, and the other one is Over the Moon by Alice Phoebe Lou.
Ooh. I
Pretty
love
good.
that album.
I didn't listen to it.
Over the Moon.
Yeah, Over the Moon.
You got
Just
one?
because
I
like
got
Drive is a bit more of a like a like charging up song.
And
but
Over the Moon by who?
Alice Phoebe Lou.
Alice
But that
Phoebe
one's
Lou.
for like
Chilling.
for chilling.
Yeah.
She's chill.
I need a little bit of both.
Singer-songwriter vibes.
Young is the chillest of all the chill. There is no more chill than
This
Young.
is
Chills.
not a front. This is
Okay, we-
real.
we
This
have
is real.
more.
This is all
legit.
real
And then I'm
chill.
going to throw on
Organic.
Like a Stone by Audio Slave.
Like
Ooh.
us.
Yeah, because that one just drives.
Amazing.
It drives. It drives.
Okay, well that is our Last of Us playlist. If you guys are on Apple Music, I'll share it with you.
Oh.
We have Spotify users, don't we?
yeah.
I'm on
Spotify.
I know.
Spotify.
I'm so outnumbered whenever this
No,
happens.
I'm on both.
He's on Apple.
I'm on all of it.
Great.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Thank you.
I'll share it with you.
Thank
you
you,
guys.
Liam.
Thank you guys
you.
so much.
Thank
This was
you.
awesome. Last of Us is like a main event this weekend, so I hope you guys are enjoying the weekend and the events ahead.
Thanks
Awesome.
so
Thank
much.
you so much.
Awesome.
Great
Thank you.
job.
I think what really impressed them was the fact that I didn't turn into a monster.